Hello everybody, this is Walrus McFish Sr. and we're back with some more Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Yeah, we're here with Zabirius the Thanatomancer, Demon Spawn of Kiku Bokudka. Not for long, Kiku, but for now. And yeah, we're here in Pandemonium. We are feeling pretty good because we had just gotten 4 runes. We still need to find the demonic rune here, which is a little bit of a random proposition, so I guess the plan is basically just keep going through Pandemonium and try not to die. And if we see anything that looks interesting at all, we'll investigate. Right? Seems like a plan to me. And we weren't quite healed up here, but that's okay. We're feeling pretty good. We have not really run into too much danger so far, although we've had some pretty epic battles. So hopefully the demonic rune will come easy. You know, you never know. It seems like previously when I've gone through Pan, I've tended to find the demonic rune early. Oh, Ice Fiend, I don't like that. Well, how about Orb of Destruction? Yeah, it seems like I usually find the demonic rune early and then I just don't have to worry about it. But not so lucky here, I suppose. We're just going to have to deal with that, I guess, and go and find it right now. Maybe it's right here. Yeah, anything that looks unusual, we'll approach with caution. Or approach with reckless abandon. Depending on how cavalier we're feeling at the moment. Scroll of Acquirement, wow. What do we even wish for? I don't even know what we want right now. We have pretty much everything that we could want, right? Do we just hang on to it? I'd rather not use this slot. Let's just blow it on armor, see if we get lucky on even better armor. Good armor. A warped cloak could be good. Our cloak is not like the best. Yeah, but this cloak is pretty lousy, right? That's about the worst cloak I ever saw, and it's got an unpronounceable Welsh-looking name. So let's drop it. Okay. And yeah, here's something I was just thinking about just now. On the topic of sort of the nature of Pandemonium, another interesting thing about Pandemonium is that at the end of the game, when you pick up the Orb of Zot, all the Panlords sort of rush to try and stop you. And that's sort of interesting, right? I mean, where did they come from? How are they suddenly able to just sort of materialize in the dungeon? Were they able to do that the whole time, or did they not? They just choose not to do that? Or is it because of a direct effect of you are picking up the Orb of Zot? And I'm inclined to believe it's the latter. I mean, I think it's because you pick up the Orb of Zot, sort of all of the regions of Pandemonium sort of collide together in the dungeon, and all the Panlords are just sort of in for it for themselves. And, you know, it almost leads me to believe, I was thinking that, you know, I've said before that it seems typically that the end game of a roguelike game is an ascension. You know, I mean, you take the orb. Okay, you take the orb to the surface, and then you ascend as a demigod, basically. But what if it's more like a cataclysm? Oh. Yeah, what if, Yeah, I don't think we have to fight all these guys. Yeah, you take the orb, and then it's sort of just like all of the regions, all of the dimensions collide together in like a huge end of days type event. And you know, all of the regions of Pandemonium and the Abyss and the dungeon and the outside world are all merging together, and a new sort of world order is created with something bizarre and totally unimaginable to the world before. Seems like a possibility to me. And then whoever holds the Orb of Zot presumably is given an advantage in that end game. You know, you still probably want to have the Orb of Zot in that scenario. And probably the god that you're worshipping is interested in that. You know, I mean, if you have devotion to a god at that point, presumably the god gets in on some of that action, you know. I don't know to what extent, it's never really made clear to what extent gods are sort of able to interact with the world around them. I mean, are they in sort of some other extra-worldly place, like some sort of heavenly place? Are they in their own dimensions? Would they sort of be merged together with the other dimensions if they got the Orb of Zot were to be obtained? I guess I don't know how powerful the Orb of Zot is. Let's just go to another region. Oh, this region is a little annoying. Let's try to get to a better... Oh, there's a quick way out. Except we can't get to it unless we use a fan of Gales. Yeah, we'll bring this Executioner with us. It's better than fighting all these jokers. What's that? It's just a regular cloak. So anyway, I was just thinking that was kind of interesting. I don't know if that is a likely scenario at all. And maybe it's just wild speculation, considering that it's all just, you know, game mechanics, which are barely explained anyway. So, you know, you can just sort of fill in the details yourself, I guess. But I guess that's sort of the appeal, right? Part of the appeal of the roguelike games like this is that the presentation is very sparse. And you can sort of fill in the details yourself. Yikes. Alright, so we are in a little bit of danger here. I think we should be okay. If we can get a chance to cast Azakubo's armor, I'll be especially happy about that. Yeah, let's cast that right now. Azakubo's. Oh, whoops, what happened? I lost the magic to do that. But I can burn that guy down. I'll just chop this guy once more because I can kill him, but I will cast Azakubo's right now. And now I'll chop through these guys because I think we can pretty easily. Fine. Balrog, let's wander away, see if we can find a little bit of shelter in here. Yeah. Enough ruminating about the nature of Pandemonium. I don't know, I like this place. It's pretty cool. I'll say that until I die at least, or it takes me 3 hours to find the demonic rune. Just looking for something interesting, you know, I'll just jump through gates basically, hoping to just land on top of it. I think the probability is basically the same. I don't really want to fight Torturous Blood Saints. Those guys are some of the nastiest guys in there, honestly. Those champion spawn demon spawns. Champion spawns. Yeah, the champion spawns are super dangerous. Gotta watch out for that. Like, we didn't get malmutated. Oh, well, we did, but not by that corruptor, at least. You know, I mean, if we got some of those nasty elemental mutations, for example, being outside Cerebal's realm, I mean, in there we really didn't have to worry about the RC --, but it's possible we might. What's this? Is this something? Like, what's this water? Water plant structure. Is this normal for Pan? It looks a little strange. I'm going to investigate more. Let's eat a little bit of bread ration, sure. No, probably not. A little bit of money, okay. There is some more... What is that? A pair of boots, wand of fire? Nah, we don't need that. More water. This is relatively interesting, right? But not that interesting. It's not so interesting that I'm like, oh, wow, gee. Look how interesting that is. It's interesting more like, I'd rather just leave. We haven't seen the Panlord, to be fair. It's possible he could show up at any moment. Efreets. Oh, there's the Panlord, speak of the devil. You little devil, you. Well, hopefully you'll get blown up pretty soon. Just a couple of magic darts. Yeah, magic dart, magic dart. The Panlord can't even find us because we induce so much darkness. So let's wander away over here. And yeah, I didn't even realize, I don't think, but I think that our intrinsic darkness mutations give us some automatic stealth as well. I'd still like to work up our stealth a little bit and shuffle around our skills a little bit, but not for right now. Let's sort of wait till we're done with Pan, I think. Alright. Now where's that Panlord? Now that I'm all juiced up, I'm ready to fight him. Get out the staff energy. There you are. It's dope! This is a Homer Simpson Panlord here. And he bellows, "Capitulate, thou feeble, common-kissing flapbat." Well, that's just really rude, Duo. Those words hurt. Palademon has a tree trunk-like body with moth-like wings. Tiny purple flames dance around it. Does not sound particularly threatening. I think a couple of orbs of destruction ought to take him down, don't you? He did summon a Hellwing, I guess, which is something. But now he should die almost immediately, right? Oh no, let's not teleport away before we can finish the job. We blew him up. Fine. Well, there we go. We took out Doe, the tree trunk-like Panlord. So much for your realm, Doe. It did not impress me. Unless you got the demonic rune by chance. Nah, different region. Well, he did seem to come from down here. I'm willing to explore for just a second longer. Look at all these things, though. Alright, never mind. Just leave. Frozen. Aww, we got frozen. Just like the popular Disney movie. Ooh, executioners. That's quite a few executioners. I don't necessarily like that. I would like to have a little bit more Azakubos, I think, is some of the most important thing against executioners. Because they just hit so hard. We want to have that AC. Now I think we can just chop them a little bit. Maybe a little bit of regeneration when we get the chance. Yeah, how about regenerate? It still hurts, huh? It really does hurt. But we chopped at least one of them. If we get a chance, I'll throw... Yeah, here, throw a Mystic Blast up here. And then I'll chop a little bit more. Might as well use the Mystic Blast when we can, because that is way better. We're not exceptional choppers here. We're just amateur choppers, really. We just have a pretty big stick. Hey. That avatar got in the way. I don't even know what that's supposed to be an R. What sort of letter is R? I guess we'll try Orb of Destruction. Orbs of Destruction up here. Hellfire could have been a good option, actually. While we're still a little buffed up, I guess we'll do this. Maybe we could haste ourselves, but we are slightly contaminated. How about a Mystic Blast? Mystic Blast. Mystic Blast. Chop. 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 Good. Uncursed Demon Blade of Flaming is pretty interesting. I know I said I was in the market for a Demon Blade, but is it really going to be better than my Scimitar of Flaming Death? I somehow doubt it. I think my Scimitar of Flaming Death just has too much cool factor for us to give up, basically, just for a regular old Demon Blade. If we find the Demon Blade of Flaming Death, you know, then I'll consider it. Hellion. Oh, we don't like Hellions. And we can't fight Hellfire with Hellfire here, unfortunately, because I believe they're Hellfire immune. That would only make sense. Right? Immune to fire and negative energy. Is he actually not immune to Hellfire? Does it not tell you? I don't think the game really tells you. I think you have to sort of look it up. I mean, I would imagine that Hellions are Hellfire resistant. I mean, they're very aggressive with their use of the Hellfire burst there, even if they're standing right in the direct fire. I feel like they would kill themselves otherwise. So anyway, no Hellfire. Let's try just Battle Sphere. Yeah, it hurts. But Mystic Blast, they're pretty fragile, fortunately. Putrid Demon Spawn, we'll take them out. Hang out in this hallway for a minute while we rest up to fighting form. Iron Devil. Minor stuff. Alright, let's press on. Feeling pretty good about our situation again. Nothing really stands in our way. I mean, even these... Okay. We are wearing Resist Mutation still, which I am pleased about. Yikes, come on. Don't do that. Oh well. Slight intelligence drain. It's part of what happens when you tangle with Nekixex. Still mad about that from that one game. You know that one game when the Nekixex killed us. I won't spoil it, I guess, if you haven't seen it. But I had a rather nasty encounter with the Nekixex, which leads me to have a permanent vendetta against them. Pretty much my fault, unfortunately, but, you know, I can still be mad at the monster. I can blame the game. This big alcove has nothing. How about we just see a demonic rune around here? Right? Demonic rune. Where are you? I don't know. Somewhere else. Ugh. An atonal song about the demonic rune. Yeah. I don't know. I told you, I usually found the demonic rune by now. I guess we'll just jump through another portal. This place doesn't look particularly special. This place is nice pink and blue. I mean, again, it looks like the magical rune, but I don't think that means anything. Maybe it charges up my magic slightly. Meat ration. We'll eat it right away. Brimstone Fiend, alright. Well, actually, we should try a couple Orbs Destruction. Orb Destruction. It hurts, yeah, that does hurt a lot. I wouldn't want to fight that at the same time as a lot of other guys. Okay, I didn't mean to do that exactly, but it worked. Worked fine. Imbued my Battlesphere with additional charge. So I like my Battlesphere. Maybe I should just try to keep a permanent Battlesphere up all game. That'd be a challenge. Battlesphere challenge run. You always have to have enough magic to be able to keep your Battlesphere running. Don't care for this region particularly. What's going on, though? I like... Oh, it's angels! I was wondering about this. Okay, I was just about to say, actually. I half hope and half do not that we run into Holy Pan here. I was thinking this sort of looked holy, what with its regularity and what with the sort of civilization indications of doors. You know, demons just sort of break down any doors that they see. These demons are sort of a little bit anti-authoritarian like that. They see a door, they don't like it, they're going to bust it down. That's why you don't see too many regions of Pan with like structures and doors. It's because they're all pretty anarchic. But some of them, like Cerebov, have the pure force of will to be able to whip them into shape and build him a castle, you know. In any case, here we are in the lighter worlds, the realm of the Shining One. The reason I'm afraid of this place is, of course, that we're a demon spawn. We'll take massive damage from Holy Wrath. So we have to be super careful. It seems like it seems like we landed in a pretty good place, though, right? I mean, it seems like we were basically at the temple. So I'm going to step back, close this door, read a magic mapping, and see where we're at. It looks like we might have gotten the mini temple. Yeah, this is the mega temple. And it's quite likely that this is in fact where the rune is. Right in here. So I think we're probably going to... Yeah, we found like the exit temple basically. So do we try teleport? I mean, I think we might as well. We're going to be like super James Bond demon in heaven here. I know it would be nice to storm the gates of heaven, but I think it's probably better to try to sneak. Use our devil-like deception here. So I guess we're going to control teleport. Put on a ring of teleportation. Hope we don't teleport into the worst situation of all time. Yeah, put it on instead of this one, I guess. Evoke teleport. Cast teleport control. Put back on our good ring. How about cast Azakubos? And how about should we cast a haste on the way, just to be ready? Let's take 1 step, 2 steps. Oh, it's a Deva. Step back. And now I'll cast haste on myself. Alright, here we go. And we could end up in the wrong place, too. It's a very real possibility. So where's the best place to teleport in? I sort of want to teleport in right into the back. Right? There's no way. Those are like treasure rooms in the back. The main place has got to be like in here. And there's a temple, and then you go back here, and then like the rune is back here probably. I'm going to put myself right in the open here. I mean, and there might be monsters or things around here, but I feel like this is my best bet. Ready, go! Yes, we got pretty close. Alright, there's the Seraph right there, who is in fact like the king angel, queen angel, whatever. The Seraphim, or the burning ones, the highest rank of the angelic host, the mightiest servants of the good gods. They have 6 wings and but 1 face, and are said to sometimes take the forms of fiery serpents. Well, wow, what do you know about that? But we are pretty happy to have found... Ooh, look at that. So the demonic rune flashes red and gray. Cool. And I don't think there's really a point of using apportation, right, if we can just take 1 step over. We could try to blow up the Seraph with Hellfire. That would be pretty awesome. I'm tempted to also just try to teleport out as soon as I get the chance. But here, let's just step. We're going to just take 1 step and pick up the rune. Everybody's probably going to wake up right now. We're not that stealthy. Yep. Seraph is awake but didn't actually detect us. The other ones did. the Ophon is going to try to encase us with flame, which we actually don't care much about. Oh, we have the flame cloud immunity, but probably not holy flame. Probably actually hurts a bit. So we're going to pick up the demonic rune, see what color it flashes. Purple. Okay. The Seraph still didn't find us, which is pretty hilarious. For that reason, is it worth doing a teleport, a controlled teleport? You know, I mean, we may actually have to face a holy ziggurat floor at some point if we fight the ziggurat. I think that's a real possibility, which I didn't consider as a demon spawn. Yeah, that was going to hurt a lot. Maybe this would be a pretty good warm-up right here. But on the other hand, I sort of just want to get out of here. Oh, we'll get to that if we get to that. We can possibly escape from that floor, too. So what do we do? Cast teleport? Or should we just read teleport? Yeah, read teleport. And then if we can get aside with the Seraph not noticing us, we will actually probably cast control teleport as well. What's that? Plate armor is not really for us. Short sword could be okay, but it seems pretty weak. Anything else around here? Pretty lousy heavenly treasure. I guess, you know, you're not supposed to keep too many worldly possessions in heaven or whatever. You'd think that would be something kind of nice. Okay, well, let's just sort of step aside here. The Ophon turns his gaze towards me. Alright, so there's an Ophon over there. Ophonim being the plural, which is awesome. Yeah, we got encased with blessed flames, which probably, yeah, they probably do sting a little bit. So I think we're just going to let this teleport fire, see where we end up. It's probably better than here. Really walk into that cloud of blessed fire? Nah, I'm good, actually. I'm good. Let's just wait. Good to wait. Let's not make a whole big ruckus. We'll just wait in this ring of holy flames. We did not... That was a bad teleport, man. Come on. Alright, well, I guess that means that's our cue to use teleport and then actually cast control teleport as well. And we'll just run away from this guy, right? What's the worst you're going to do? You're going to throw stones at us? The cherub is shooting stones at us. I'm real scared. Is that the best you got, the shining one? Is that the best you got, Zin? Give me your best shot. I dare you. Yeah, look, that didn't take long at all. We should have just done that to begin with. Control teleport. OP. Where's the best place to go? I mean, I think this is like the way out. I guess we'll try to just land down here on this, right? That can't be too blocked off. Let's try it. Yeah, perfect. Nice. This is just sort of like the way out. You know, Grand Heaven Station over here. Cool. 3 random ways out. And, you know, I guess that means that we can just take the first way out that we found, right? We got 11 runes of Zot. All the runes of Pandemonium. All that's left are the Hell runes. Another scroll of teleportation, which is good because we used a few. Not like we're worried about that. We have tons. I mean, we have infinite teleportation with our ring of teleportation, not to mention our wands of teleportation. So let's just see if we can find a way out. Lickety split. I could use another magic mapping, but nope, here's a way out. Horrors of the Abyss. Tentacled star spawn. I don't really want to fight you. Oh, but I'm gonna have to do it anyway, aren't I? Nope, we can just find a way out. Shouldn't take but a moment, right? When we're holding the rune. Oh, here's an interesting book. Can't carry that many items. Oh, no. Well, you know what? Oh, well. I'll figure it out. I'll take on this bone dragon just so I can see what this book is all about. Just in case it's a book of annihilations, we could save ourselves $1,000. Not like that really matters for us, but, you know, we are crazy, you know, we're greedy demons. You know, we are gonna cling on to every gold piece that we can. Book of the Earth, lame. Nothing in here that we care about. We're not going to learn Earth magic at this point. Well, oh well. How about a way back to the dungeon? It'd be nice to sort of set foot in the dungeon after our long journey through Pandemonium. Get back into more firm dimensional ground, at least until we usher in the apocalypse. The end of days revelations with our collecting of the Orb of Zot. That'll happen eventually. Although maybe we'll just perish in the ziggurat and save the world from certain doom. And maybe Doomsdawn, that's not the right word for it. I mean, it's going to be a new, something new certainly, when all the infinite realms of Pandemonium are joined together. Maybe it will be something better. Maybe we have to keep an open mind about this Zot apocalypse here. How about a way out, huh? That'd be something. Just an idea. You know, don't ruin my buzz from getting through Pandemonium here. You know, I was all ready to just hop on out of there after swiping the Heavenly Rune there. Heavenly Demonic Rune. He's going to try to, like, grab us. Aw, these guys, really? Really? Can we just get a blink in here? I think that's fine. Evoke blink. Fine. Just get away from all of these jokers. Ugh. Come on, show me the way out. Sick. We're sick and tired of all these crazy, weird, infinite dimensional realms, huh? Interesting again that Pandemonium and the Abyss are connected. You know, we've talked about the Abyss before as well, and its potential role in the school of translocational magic. But yeah, I mean, the Abyss could be what's tying it all together. I mean, already demons can pass through from Pan to the Abyss, and that's possibly why we see so many demons in the Abyss, is because of the direct connection from Pandemonium. Some demons migrate to the Abyss, and they like it here. It's a pretty nice place. We're taking that gold. I don't care if we're being pursued by a dozen bone dragons. 59 gold pieces. Thrashing Horror is pretty quick. Oh, no. I'm going to be doomed to wander through the Abyss for all eternity, like, what's her name? Oh, no, we got trampled. Louise, or what? What was that? Was that Louise? Or is that somebody else? Azakubos. Chop, 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 chop. Finally, I'll deal with these pursuers. Ice magic up to level 16. Alright, worth it. We probably could have gotten some experience from that heaven floor, you know, but oh well. We've had enough Pan. We can get infinite experience from any part of Pan that we want. Might as well skip the dangerous part, right? Or you might call me a coward. You might say that's not the style of Zabirius, and that we should go through the most difficult part, because that's what Zabirius would do. And maybe you're not wrong about that. Maybe I should have embraced the challenge. Probably would have been fun to blow up all the guys in heaven, but I think that was pretty fun too. I mean, that's half the reason we learned to control teleport, right? You know, I mean, it justifies our using of control teleport there, because we used it really twice. I mean, we used it for Cerebov, and we used it for the angels right there, which is pretty good. You know, I'll take it. What's that? Temple of Ashen Zari. That's a little interesting, right? What are you doing here? He must have gotten shattered in here. Realm of Shattered Dimensions, I guess. You know, it makes sense that he's probably hanging out here. Most of the time, you'd expect an Altar to Lagonu. Although, I guess you see some interesting stuff. Right? I think it was on one of these playthroughs. I think it was on a recorded game where we saw that sort of mini ecumenical temple, which sort of got warped or built in the Abyss somehow. Which I thought was pretty awesome. I thought that was a really, really cool thing to find. Is it just me, or like have we not found a gate by now? Like, does this not seem extremely improbable to you? Like, if you know much about the Abyss, if you're holding the Abyssal Rune, it seems like it appears in a flash. The gate, the way out, just appears almost instantly. Wretched Stars, so we're still wearing Resist Mutation. Yep, blast it down. I don't know, this just seems improbable to me, but whatever, maybe we should enjoy it. Spatial Vortices, I thought it was a vampire for a second. I was about to spell undead. Oh, because there is a vampire over there. You tricked me, game. Oh no, the limitations of ASCII. It's okay. We survived. You can take a vanilla vampire. Eat the beef jerky. That'll keep us going. It's a long journey. Man, I can't believe half this video is just going to be like trolling through the Abyss, trying to find a way out. Ancient Zyme. Well, get blown up. Don't like being sick. There we go. It's a way out. Good. So finally, we were able to set foot back here on terra firma. Let's get rid of this sickness. And I was wondering about this. We do have this magical capacity being low. I was saying that when I get out of Pan, maybe I should cure it up. We only have one potion of cure mutation, though. I didn't know if I should save that. Maybe I should go through and save that for when I do Zot. But that means I would have to go through hell with this cure. Yeah, I'd have to go through the hell with this malmutation as well without curing it. So I don't know. It's sort of an interesting idea. Maybe I should just do it. You know, if I get malmutated more, who cares? We'll just have a more interesting mutation set. Fine, alright. Yeah, I mean, what are the odds of getting malmutated by an orb of fire or something, whatever? We can take care of those guys pretty quickly, I imagine. We do have RF+++. Do orbs of fire have hellfire resistance? That'd be satisfying. That'd be a great way to take out an orb of fire. Let's remember that. And I also sort of want to try the experiment where we blow things up with hellfire and death's door. So maybe we'll do that. Alright, that's a good end to this video. I don't want to go into hell right now. But let's go and get our cure mutation. It's right here. That's convenient. And we'll quaff it. Good. Alright, I feel better. We get a little bit more magic. Now we'll quaff our potion of beneficial mutation. We can spit poison. That's helpful. Reminiscent of our Naga game, I guess. But we are beyond the point of the game where that's remotely useful, actually. Nice to have a little bit of poison at our disposal, though. It's a good demonic thing to be able to do. It's a last-ditch surprise attack. You know, they don't expect the poison. Now we'll get our other beneficial mutation, which is right there. Yo, Wasp. Well, keep going. Nice. Good job, Undead Slave. Vault Warden. Okay, blow him up pretty quickly. Oh, you're trying to lock us in. That's real cute. Ugly things do not concern me. We'll take ugly things. We'll take beautiful things. Yikes. So this is a lot of guys. I would say just back off here. Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. We're so good that it just doesn't matter. We can get surrounded by ugly things. Remember one time when ugly things scared us? That was a long time ago. Keep going. Another potion of beneficial mutation. Let's see if we do a little bit better this time. Off that. Wow, so we can spit moderately strong poison. Ooh, well, you look at that. I mean, it's more potent. It's more than just like, you know, a mild irritation. You know, it's more than just like, you know, poison ivy poison. It's more like, you know, blue ring octopus poison. Or I don't know, maybe that's more intense. Maybe that's not moderate poison. I don't know. Like box jellyfish poison. Alright, so that's good. How many spell levels do we have left? 6 spell levels left. Alright, I don't think we're even going to be able to get Glaciate really anytime soon. If we keep working up our spellcasting a little bit, I almost want to focus that. There's a couple things I'd like to do. I'd love to turn on a bunch of things. I'll think about my skills in the next video, alright? Because I have to sort of ponder on that for a minute. But we can spit moderately strong poison. That's definitely working in our favor. And, yeah. What was the other thing that I just said I wanted to do? I don't even remember. We can go and buy the Book of Annihilations. Oh yeah, we want to try a Death's Door experiment. Alright, that'll be a great thing to try. Really exciting and awesome way to end the video because, well, I'm actually really excited to see if it works. If we can pull that off, that would be an incredible way to be able to take out, you know, it's basically like our final form, you know. We can, if things go completely sour, we can always just make a final stand back into a corner, just go Death's Door and just completely spam Hellfire, hasted Hellfire until everything dies, until we die or everything dies. We can't even afford the Book of Annihilations yet, so that sort of makes our decision easy there. Our intelligence is a little drained, too. I don't know if we necessarily want to be learning any high-level spells with our drained intelligence, you know? You don't want to be, like, studying while your intelligence is drained. I don't, certainly. I like to wait until I'm in peak form. So let's try this experiment. I guess this is a pretty safe place. Dungeon 12 is not really a concern for us. Let's go into this Hellfire spamming auditorium. Close all the doors, because this is a little bit of a private experiment. We don't want to be embarrassed if it doesn't work. Now we're going to try to cast Death's Door, which is, by the way, at what failure level? 6%? I don't know. Do we have any restore abilities? Well, hopefully we'll get it. 6%, right, we can get this. So, wield Staff of Energy. Now time for an experiment. Cast Death's Door. I've never cast a spell before. Boom. We stand defiantly in Death's Doorway. That's awesome. You seem to hear sand running through an hourglass. Alright, so hopefully this does not kill us. I was not able to actually find anything on the internet that told me whether or not this works. So maybe we kill our character right now. We cannot pay life while functionally dead. Alright. So that does make sense. Alright, well, you know, I'm glad we learned that now, rather than like in an extreme ziggurat situation. You know, I know we can't cast Sublimation of Blood, for example, right? If I try to cast Sublimation of Blood, I can't draw power from my own body while in Death's Door. Well, that's a little bit of a shame, but, you know, oh well. Let's just cast, you know, Azukugo's Armor, just in case, and regenerate. As my skin crawls, that doesn't do anything, right? My time is quickly running out, so we get a little bit of a warning there. Let's just see how much time we have. You know, we do have quite a bit of time. My life is in my own hands again, but we'll regenerate pretty quickly. And we still have the ability to be protected with our Guardian Spirit. Skin stops crawling, but we're fine. It's not like we're going to get ambushed by a million Devas or anything like that. Good. Well, good. Alright, well, it was a successful experiment, honestly. You know, it would be scientifically dishonest to say that it was not a successful experiment. I mean, we learned what we wanted to learn. You know, it was an experiment that, you know, with an outcome in the negative, we cannot use that ability. Because that would be really OP, actually. I mean, I think that we could pretty much destroy everything in the game if we could just go into Death's Door and become a Hellfire turret. You know, Gatling Hellfire turret. But I'm glad that we have the runes that we have. I'm glad that we're done with Pandemonium, effectively. We just have to go through Hell. Now, Hell is actually where I break down. You know, I told you, I have not actually died in Pandemonium, but I die frequently in Hell. So, this is the real dangerous episodes of this Let's Play coming up. This is where I really start to get nervous. But I'm done with this one for now. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.